Welcome back to another episode of the Jovial Pursuit Podcast. I am your host, Jovi, with my co-host, Brandon. How you doing, Brandon? You done roasted my family. I'm crying. I'm crying. No, I put it on Front Street. I need people to know I'm not the only bad guy here. Hey, Walt, this one's for you. You need to know your boy here, trifling. Walt be rooting for you every week. Like, nah, he's a saint. Leave him alone. Get off his back like that. And I'm like, first of all, you don't know. This man is a danger to the people around him. He is just as evil and maniacal as I am. If not worse, because of this guy is right here. This whole
hey. Hold on. Because how that started, I was like, I'm just, want you to know, like I was, I just.
You egged it on. No.
I didn't say the mean things until you remember this video. No, you egged it on. Because you shouldn't have said anything. You keep some thoughts to yourself, Brandon. I didn't.
Don't you teach people that?
No.
Okay. When I get into the field, I know I'm gonna do better at that and make sure I follow through.
No,
you're really gonna go through it.
Here's the thing: you can't come out here and be like, Brandon, like we want to be vulnerable and like share about thoughts and feelings. It's a judgment-free space and all that nonsense. And then you're like, my man, I told you things.
All right, guys. I guess
I pulled back the filter a little bit.
You know what? Filter's clean off now. I've been lying. This is not a judgment-free zone. We've been judging y'all from the jump.
Now, to be fair, I think there's a space like for the comedy of it because it is absolutely. Like the comedy of like me saying something like
it's hilarious,
saying some things that were like, oh, where you?
Sure, aren't you a professional?
Yeah, but there's some things you notice sometimes, and you're like, hey,
man, that was funny to me. and I just had to immediately throw you under the bus because it was more funny to me. I'm just like, I'm laughing at a fire burning and I throw you in as a little extra. I'm like, this is great.
Get in there. That'll be
goodness. All right, man. So how you been, man?
Good. It's been a busy week. We have some family members that are doing some remodels on their houses, and been helping out with that.
Is this the same one?
Different family. Well, it's still in-laws, but
yeah. Okay, I was wondering if it was. I was like, that project's still going. Are you getting paid?
No.
It's a long time.
Your family. You do like. I'm telling you, like I'm your guy. If you're like, hey, we gotta build a barn, I'm be like, I'm there. Like,
yeah,
let's.
You look Amish.
Don't even. I can't grow a beard to save my life. I can't do it.
Like then you'd be shunned. They'd be like, know what? You baby face.
Like, hey, brother Abraham, get out of here. You can't. We don't need you and your like patchy beard. Like, you're bad for the DNA. Get out of here.
Bro, I can't say shit. I'm not even going to. I can't.
But you got the locks, though. Like, you don't, like, if you had locks and a beard, that'd be too much good in one body, and it's not fair.
It's coming. It's a slow build. Come 40? We're going to be peak.
So, like, next year?
No. Oh, gosh. I wish it was next year. 40. I've been saying folk a lot. I've been saying folk a whole lot, and I think it's time for us to do our young oldsters.
Yeah,
it's time. We do like some jazz in the background. I'm gonna smoke on a candy cigar. It's just gonna be like puffing the old cigarette.
What? Have you had anything yet where you're like, oh, age is coming for me? Like, have you had anything that like? Because I had some. I'll tell you what I had the other night.
Yeah.
I woke up out of a dead sleep, and it was like a double layer of fat. So I love like different types of foods, like curries, like tons of different things, and I love spicy food.
Name one food. He's like tons of things. One food.
Well, okay, fine. I'll go like Italian. Like one of my favorite places that we've traveled and then gotten to try different foods was going out to Boston in Little Italy there. Oh, so good. Anyways, so I woke up out of a dead sleep the other night because we went to this Mongolian barbecue, and I was like, I want like as hot as I can go. And I was like, this tastes amazing. I woke up out of a dead sleep with heartburn, and I was like, I'm old. I'm old.
Oh, that's the better way for that to turn out, actually.
Well, I suppose.
You could have been blown out the other way. And then fire on top of that.
Yeah. I'm just...
That's like fair, though. Waking up from heartburn, that's old as shit.
Yeah. Like,
where's your antacid?
Like, whoa. Yeah. And then I woke up and I was like, I gotta find me a Tums.
Here, Tums, where is it?
I'm dying over here.
Oh, let's see. That's making me feel old.
Yeah, like have you like tripped over nothing yet? Like, you know, like where you take an extra step and you're like, oh, we didn't need that.
I mean, that happens, but like everyone has that from time to time, just not paying attention. So I don't necessarily attribute that one. Let me say, recently I started biking, and I recognize my cardio's not where it once was, but I'm going biking right after filming and whatnot. So like that's gonna build back up. So I can't say anything in particular yet. Outside of the fact that I keep calling these young people folks, and I'm like, yo, that just popped up over the past month that I really started doubling down. Bro, I said keen the other day. I'm not too keen on that. Yeah, that one got you, boy.
Yep, that's up there.
Oh shit, that one really, yeah, that one stung you, boy. Now that I think about it, yeah, that one got me. So it's coming up in my language more so than anything, which is to be expected. I watch a lot of old things, like I still watch Columbo and stuff like that.
Are you familiar? Seen Columbo?
Oh my, bro. Okay, you are missing out on Columbo. You can see where a lot of the procedural things came from. He is the direct predecessor to Perry Mason. Gotta be.
Really?
So yeah, I watched Perry Mason.
Okay.
I used to stay up till midnight watching Perry Mason, black and white. It was a good time. So I've been old for a while. Maybe that's why I don't feel old. I've just been old.
I don't know if I've told you, like my wife likes to mess with me and say like I'm gonna hit my prime like at 40, because she's like, that's when your like personality will finally match your age, because she's like, you've been like this old dude for a while. I'm like, wow.
No, that's not what I want to hear.
I'm telling you, man. But you know what's I'm just saying,
because it's weird. I'm excited for 40.
I'm gonna hit that age and be like, yeah, like all y'all folks peaked at 20, and we're hitting our stride at 40. Like,
let's get into life.
I'm ready for this. I'm gonna be out here, spend my Sunday afternoons perfecting how to like barbecue, be out here on the porch.
So you're not wrong. That's my buddy. He's gotten into smoking recently, and I'm like, yeah, I got to get back into cooking like that, man. It's that time. I will say a lot of my things recently, like I said last week, a lot of them are father based now. So like, I'm excited to be just like, it's like putting on an outfit. I'm gonna get the New Balance. I'm gonna get the chinos or the whitewashed denim shorts.
Yeah.
Let me get my polo. Tuck them in.
No,
and get my baseball cap.
No, I can't. The tuck. You can't do the tuck. The tuck's too far. Like,
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna be like,
no.
I'm gonna have my pants right in the belt loop, like fatherhood. Yep. My world's greatest dad mug.
Oh no.
And when I'm going outside in the summertime, I'm gonna be like you, Birkenstocks.
Dude, Birkenstocks. If you guys,
absolutely,
if anyone wants to send this video on to Birkenstocks, we're your people. You have no better Birkenstocks has no better marketing than us.
We'll market the shit out of them. I mean, I don't know. If a spokesperson could talk to me, well, apparently you, Brandon.
Dude, I will have one of every color, and I'll wear them everywhere.
Oh, you're vouching for Birkenstocks like I vouch for Govee. Like,
oh yeah.
First of all, let me tell you about what it is. You see what it is.
Is there any sponsorship that you want more than Govee?
No. No. I really like my lights. Let me not make snap decisions. Hold on.
Yeah, think it through. This is a big one.
Cause what else? AMD. I'd say AMD because they could kit me out with a whole computer.
What's AMD? I don't know this.
Computer company. They
right.
do graphics cards and
board,
motherboards and systems and whatnot. Yeah, I get the whole thing kitted out.
Dude,
no, it's Govee. It's got to be Govee.
You know what I realized I was just doing that whole time? I grabbed lotion because I was like, my hands are dry.
You just wanted to... Hold on, guys. Let me...
It's like... I did it, and I was like... And then all of a sudden I got...
And then you no longer cared about my answer.
No, I realized I was like, I'm doing like an iconic old person thing as I'm like, yeah, we need lights. Like, I can't be lotioning my hands over here and be like, wait, yeah, lights would be great. Like, no.
Pick a lane. Great.
Pick a lane over here. You're either like you can't be like doing that. I'm like, no.
All right, hold on. So we do got to get into the show. So let's
which one are we doing?
Let's carry on.
The specs too. I like it.
So we've gone over the weekly recap then, huh? We're gonna do the old thing. I'm like, I don't want to be the only one in the bed.
Yeah. Just
out here. Let's start with, because I layered out the topics there, and one of the things outside of my dog's barking outside, which I might have to close my window here. You hear?
Oh yeah.
No, that's taken care of. I wanted to talk about mindfulness because here in one of our last conversations where you were going off, I mean, this guy, he was really going off. He wants to talk shit about the therapy world, but he's afraid. You brought up the idea of them not practicing what they preach in your field, and the idea of not being mindful. And I wonder if you could just break down what you consider mindfulness, like what it means, how to approach it, how it works in applying it, things like that.
Mindfulness, the way I kind of break it down, it relates to your awareness of your own personal experience, your awareness of yourself in relationship to others, your relationship, kind of seeing yourself as almost like a part of like a group or a system of people. Like you're not an island unto yourself. What you do, what you say has meaning and has impact, but also what your body, like being aware of your body as well, like what's going on internally, and how that's impacting all the different components of how I interact with others and what I say and what I do. So mindfulness is, like, when I break it down, it's kind of is being aware of your own personal experience, but also then seeing yourself in relationship or a part of a system around you. Like, one of the word pictures I'll use is, it's like when you throw a stone into like a pond, that's kind of like a behavior or a choice or a thought or a feeling. It has ripple effects. Some of those might be internal for a person. Sometimes it can be external. Like if I have a stressful day, and it changes how I interact at home, like with my kids and my wife. Or if it's like a tough time of year, or there might be things like, I don't know, nutrition changes, things like that. Like it's going to affect your body might affect you. So mindfulness is kind of this, it's kind of like that awareness, and it's a process to develop the insight of it. Because sometimes, like sometimes your partner knows more about what's going on with you than you do. Because sometimes some of us are so used to just muscling through things that you don't even know until like those closest to you are like, hey, you seem off. And you're like, I'm not off, you're off. And then it turns into like, they actually might have a clearer picture because you haven't developed that sort of mindfulness to see what's going on internally.
I see. So, and then how is it that one kind of discovers that they're not being mindful? Is it because it's not an immediate thing? Like you said, it's going to take some time to develop.
Yeah. I think if you're if it's an internal mindfulness, I think you can discover if it's something that your body's breaking down, or you're forgetting things like basic nutrients like hydration, or proper supplements or a healthy diet, where your body's going to break down. There's going to be some sort of negative side effects. And externally, it's kind of similar. Like there's going to be some breakdown of functioning, whether it be emotional, social, educational, familial, some form of functioning that breaks down, and sometimes you don't know why. Like, so, like a couple years back when my mom passed away, I remember like I sort of snipped at my wife for something really stupid. And she was like, and now this full disclosure, sometimes like when you're in high stress environments, sometimes you don't, it's like almost like a survival mode, so you don't really practice mindfulness. And this was one of those times where I snipped at her for something really dumb. And when I say it was really dumb, it was like she wasn't aware of like some current news things. And I was annoyed with her for not knowing what was going on in the world. And she was like, do you think this is about something else? And I was like, no. And and of course I'm like, I'm pretty sure the answer is yes, because I have no idea what's going on in my body and with my emotions right now. And I also have no idea what's happening with our relationship right now. All I know is that you didn't know what was happening in current events, and that was annoying to me. And really, all it was I had earlier that day heard this radio host or someone reference it, something along the lines of like either someone referenced this person or it was something dumb, and it brought up memories of Mom, because I would call her like a couple times a week just to check in how she's doing. And she'd be like just telling me all the ridiculous things like current events. Can you believe this? Can you believe that? And I liked those conversations because it was just her and I.
Right.
And so I didn't have any mindfulness or awareness of what was going on because I didn't stop to check in about it.
Mm-hmm.
And then when my wife was like, I'm not aware of that at all, I was like, and that's annoying to me. But really, it's just because I had a sort of trigger point of, loss and grief pop up, and I unloaded. And then when she was like, are you sure this isn't about something else? I went, no, I'm pretty sure this is the only thing that's going on internally, because I haven't tried to figure out what's going on internally. Yeah. So mindfulness takes an intentional moment to step away.
Right.
And sort of, I don't know, it's like you're doing a system scan of some kind, where you're like, what am I feeling? What am I thinking? Like, what's my body doing? Is it happy? Is it not? Is it stressed? What's my heart rate at? Are there people that I'm irritated with? Are there people I'm happy with? Like, what's this like?
Right.
So,
and I find that's really difficult, especially in America. As much as it's talked about a whole lot, people still don't do it or truly grasp the concept of it, where mindfulness is self-reflection first, and then outward, like seeing that perspective, and we're too caught up in the day-to-day for that, or we never align some time for that to happen, and it gets us in a lot of trouble. And I definitely had a moment like that just this morning, where in the midst of the conversation, I recognized I was more upset with myself. Although upset in the situation that I was in, I was more upset with myself for letting it extend as far as it went into, where in my people pleasing and wanting to be helpful to others, I have not been helpful to myself. And that's really what frustrates me. I am giving, and sometimes it's not asked of me to do, and I'm just doing it. And that's taking away from me focusing on myself. And that's something that I got caught up in, just this morning. So it was funny that I sent that to you yesterday, because I had not been paying attention. I mean, I have, but like once I recognized it, I immediately put that back on the back burner. Like, go back home. Man, hush. Right. And let me do this. But it's wearing. It's very wearing, and it comes to a point of damaging. So, you gotta pay attention to yourself. Like, and it's not as selfish as society tells us it is.
Yeah.
I mean, it is selfish, but it's good selfish.
And I think having some grace, though, for when those things pop up is such a powerful thing, because sometimes you just don't know, and having some humility to go, I've looked in the mirror, this is what's going on, like, I gotta deal with this,
Gotcha. You ever apologize and forgive yourself?
Yeah. Yep.
I've been finding I'm at that point of doing, like, because I got to forgive myself for some of the actions that I've made, and like truly let them go and move forward. And I find that comes along with the mindfulness that we've been speaking of. think that kind of covers that there. Because then that, like you said, that once it's recognized, the application it's by steps. It's by steps. Like, when you're in the midst of, say, an argument, like maybe take that moment then where you're like, maybe I'm not getting my point across properly this way, and I should pull back and try and reassess.
It's a tough one though. I like a fair warning for anyone out there like trying to be mindful and develop that. There's usually this responsibility then to do something with it. And that I think is a hard one, because sometimes we as humans can hide behind like, I didn't know. And be like, I had no idea. So practicing mindfulness is a little uncomfortable, because then there's a responsibility. Like, so for me, like when I was like, oh, I'm mad at you for this, and it's bringing up like some of the feelings I have about missing mom, for me the responsibility then became, oh, so I have to intentionally embrace and sort of process through some of the pain points with like grief again, or in more depth, because you can't keep avoiding it once you notice that something's there. Whether it's like, hey, I need to focus on doing what I need rather than just being people pleasing. There's a responsibility then to like shift that, because otherwise it's like it's a little hard to it's almost a little hard to live in the incongruence or the hypocrisy of like knowing better but not doing better. So it's a like, if you're walking down the path of developing mindfulness, also embracing the path of like growth and having the grace for that, because it's uncomfortable.
I agree with that, and it gave me my good advice for today. I'll get back to that later.
All right.
And then also you asked me a question there. Favorite lessons learned while growing up. I got one. Do you want me to start, or would you like to start? My hair.
No, you can start.
My favorite lesson that I learned growing up was take time for each one of your children, like doing something separate with them, fostering an individual relationship with them as well as the familial relationship. Because I hear many stories of how people didn't have like that type of relationship where it's like you were able to do something separate, and there was the quote unquote golden child. And it's like no one should ever, one, be put in that position of being the golden child and disillusioning themselves for life ahead, and then the other siblings having to deal with feeling like outcasts in their own home.
Yep.
That was just one of those things where I was really glad that my mom like did separate things, separate outings with us to like be able to chat with us, build a closer bond with us individually, and then bring that back home as well.
Yeah.
So
that's good.
That's my favorite one.
Oh, sorry. The like headphones went out, so I had to move them.
Oh, I was like, we closing out?
No, apparently they're out of battery now, so.
Gotcha.
Just mid-show. There you go.
Happens.
No. That's a good one. I think one of my favorite lessons learned from growing up had to be just the I think it was well, the one that came to mind when I asked you the question was the sort of satisfaction, or I don't know if it's not really like happiness, but like the sort of feeling that comes from like doing something really difficult or like really hard work. Like, I remember doing some landscaping.
It's like taking pride.
It might be that, but just like being able to accomplish something and like know you push through the points of your body or your mind being like, I want to stop, but it's good to keep going, whether it's like certain classes or certain hobbies or things. Because I remember one of the things that we done with this landscaping, we had the back of the house where I grew up it was covered by trees and there wasn't really much that could be done, and so my dad decided that he wanted to like have a back patio, but it was all like individual pavers, like the little like red bricks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it was
that's
like
tedious.
Yeah, man. And it took a long time. But I remember it looked really cool at the end of it. But I just remember like all of us like, so like I was like his helper, and we did it. And I just remember like as a family sitting on the deck, like overlooking it, having like a have you ever heard of like I think it's Werner's ginger ale at all?
Werner's ginger ale?
Yeah, it's not too common. It's like super gingery. So I just remember having a cold like ginger ale, and sitting on the deck and looking at it and being like, we did that. Like that was kind of cool, and it was just kind of a cool thing to have some sense of accomplishment as a family.
Yeah, satisfaction.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I definitely get that. I like doing things with my hands and like, little crafts and whatnot, and it's fun seeing like, oh, that's nice, I did that.
Yeah.
Same thing can happen with a garden.
Mm-hmm.
You build something. One of my closest friends, he's a carpenter, and I know he's super satisfied when this project's done, and he's got a whole house that's built up and whatnot. So I get that for sure.
It's such a valuable thing to know the satisfaction of being able to like push through, do difficult things, and then enjoy the sort of effects at the end. Like it's kind of cool.
I agree. Oh, you owe us a story. Don't think I forgot. We got through the heartfelt shit here a moment ago. Now it's time to laugh.
I thought we were saving that for the
we'll save your trip for next episode. All right, then we'll finish off with we got a little bit. My sister-in-law showed up last week. She came out to visit, so we had our first visitor to the house. That was pretty awesome. She helped out a bunch with Issa, which was super dope. Thanks again, Jenny. I know you're not gonna watch this, but shout out anyway. But she's not really like on YouTube and stuff like that. So, anywho, but yeah, it was super cool to see her. We were trying to do a bunch of stuff, but also like still kick back and whatnot. So I made sure to like fall back so Jill and her could hang out a bunch, but then there was moments of just all of us kicking it and stuff. One of my favorite things that we did, we had a impromptu Thanksgiving. While she was out, we were just chatting in the car, and I had brought it up, and then Jill was like, I was thinking that too. And then Jenny was also thinking that. So yeah, we ended up getting all the fixings and whatnot, doing Thanksgiving dinner, and that was really cool.
Sweet.
So yeah, it was a good time. We got a bunch of family pictures and stuff like that.
Oh, dude, I've never been a family picture guy. But
all right. I mean, we were at the Rose Garden.
I mean, I was just gonna say, like, I've never been that guy, but I think I'm turning into that guy. Like, I'm getting old and like, I want more pictures of my babies. Like, hang them up all over the wall.
Do it, man. You're running out of time you got the youngest that she's growing.
I know, but I'm it's turning into a thing.
Yeah, bro. When Jill was still pregnant, it was one of those things. I was looking at getting one of those little Polaroid printer things for cell phones. I was like, I want to be in the hospital. I want fresh ones right here. Yep. Not that I have to do this for it. I don't think.
Whether you do or do not, I would do it.
Do it anyway. Just the muscle memory. It's already here. Yep. Oh, that was one of those things. I'm like, yeah, if I do this, like, because I even considered getting a camcorder just for the whole thing. I'm like, fuck yeah. On eBay, get one of the old ones. Like, yeah. Say cheese, honey. It's all fucking grainy.
Dude. See, now I'm like, there's no way that's on eBay, is it?
Oh, there has to be one, bro.
I'm looking it up right now.
What's that? I'll just say like 90s camcorder.
No way.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, dude.
Well, okay. Here it is.
Show.
Here it is.
Yes, sir. My mom had one of those, bro.
Yeah.
Is that the RCA?
Yeah. Here it is.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, dude. She had an RCA and at a different time the Panasonic.
Whoa! Look at that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Look at that thing.
It looks like it's in good condition.
I know, and you got the whole VHS that goes in there too.
Bro, you gonna have? Where are you gonna find a VH? Well, pawn shop. Never mind. They probably got one still.
No way. It's only $47.
Is it worth getting grainy pictures, or do I just get a filter over my camera?
Oh, you just do the filter.
Like, do I waste the bucks?
Look at that one. That's the Panasonic one.
Oh my goodness, dusty.
Yeah. Here, let me see if I can find a good picture of him.
That's hilarious, dude.
Yeah.
Panasonic. This one's.
There he is. Yeah. Oh man.
Got hella batteries for this one.
Oh, that's like.
This one's $500.
Dude, do you remember how popular those were though? Like, you had NBA players like bringing their camcorders to like the All-Star game and like, dunk contests and things.
Dude, yeah, they were just. Even the small ones got their big old mugs. That'd be my hand, but damn, they just grasp around it. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the 90s were a different time. I was telling Jill I fully anticipate raising Issa more like a 90s kid than these whatever rapscallions that they are these days.
The Gen Z? No,
Alpha. I think they're Alpha now.
Are they Alpha now?
Yeah. Wait, hold on. I don't even know. Bro, I'll be honest. This is gonna sound old. I don't give a fuck. I don't even care about y'all for real like that. It's not that, like, the age group and whatever. First of all, boomers been suck, and Gen X, you know better. Millennials, we're kind of better. I guess we have a little bit more insight in our head, but our parents kind of made us some bitches. Like, and then, I mean, look at the ones after us. Yeah, we did that. Now we did that. And now you got a group of people who are kind of going backwards where it's like, yeah, no, I'm back to like old folk boomer shit. You got fucking teens who are knitting and sewing and stuff out here in the garden because they're like, yeah, I don't know, social media is toxic, just burning these kids' brains. I'm like, yeah, you sound like grandpa. What's going on? Oh, so yeah, that's 90s kid. Like, because even the shows that they make today are more geared toward like psychological cocaine than it is for education, for real, for real. Here's looking at you, Coco Melon. And Baby Shark, do, talking to y'all. And your super high contrast imagery. Yeah, talking to you. I'm on you. My daughter's gonna be watching Reading Rainbow and In Between the Lions and Crashbox.
In Between the Lions. Whoa. I haven't thought about that for a long
time. What I found is they might as well have just gotten everything from, what was it, Mr. Roper's toy shop or something like that.
Yeah,
those are a lot of the same pieces. I ended up seeing because I showed Jill In Between the Lions one day, and then like a month later, because I was watching, like I had like old shows from like early 90s, and it was that one popped up on there, and I was like, those look like all the same, because even the mouse looks like the computer mouse, and even the singers, if I'm not mistaken, are the same singers. They looked so close. I'm not saying that as a fact, so don't fact check me like I'm saying that's fact, Brandon, because I know you like to be on. Okay. But I'm just saying they sound so similar, like they took a lot of the same stuff. But nonetheless,
all I'm saying,
In Between the Lions.
In Between the Lions.
Yeah, Bear in the Big Blue House. Yeah.
He was a nice character.
Really was.
Barney was weird, but Bear was solid.
I agree with that. I actually agree with that. I don't know why Barney was weird, and then I don't know why. Okay, I'm about to say something. I don't know.
Hot take.
I don't know why it seemed weirder to find out he was a black man this whole time.
I do remember the moment I found that out, and I was like, "Sir,
what? Sir? Really?" But then when you look at the sidekicks that he had, it's like, oh shit, yeah, oh, that makes so much sense. That makes
you have
so
to clarify that. Which sidekicks are we?
Boop, and then what's the other one? Who was the hip hop one? The green dinosaur thing. Oh, yeah, it's a whole black family.
Who is it?
What's her face? Yellow top.
Yeah,
that might as well be a black girl's afro.
I mean, fair.
Arnie's a black bald dad, and then the other one is like the cousin or something.
Wait, wasn't there one like BJ?
BJ, I think that's who I'm thinking of. And come on. You're not gonna sit here, don't hide behind the mic. Mm-hmm. No, I need to get a fire emoji right here. I'm gonna put it in post. No, he cooking over here.
What?
No, look it up on Reddit later. I'm gonna be like, is the Barney family a black family?
I mean, that's a good Reddit post. That's a good start.
All right, y'all. I'm about to start investigating.
Yep. We gotta go because I got places.
I'm out here researching. You're like, oh, I went to go pull my glasses down. They're not on my face.
Ooh.
Oh, that's old, bro. Honey, where's my glasses? God damn it! I could have swore I had them.
Oh, here they are.
Oh shit! I got them. Don't worry about it.
I
don't know why when I get old I'm gonna sound like an old country guy. Like, actually, it kind of tracks.
Progression.
It kind of tracks because let's face it, I'm not gonna stay in the cities forever. Jill and I were. Oh, I'll talk about that next week. I got an idea. I was telling Jerry about my good advice. You have a responsibility to yourself first. Remember that. You can't take the splinter out of your brother's eye while you have a whole log in your eye. All right? Ooh. A little scripture for y'all. Peace and love.